Hello, my name is Chuck Thompson for Worldemergency. Worldemergency needs your help. We're about to venture out on the greatest and largest project within our history. Not just Worldemergency's history, but the nation's history, at least since the early 30s. Together, we're going to build emergency disaster facilities, emergency centers in every major city across the nation. These emergency disaster facilities will house the offices of all of the local and federal authorities within every given city. Local and federal officials will work together side by side to help combat terrorism. The local government offices, such as the fire department, police department, search and rescue teams, and on the federal side, Homeland Security, FEMA, and the CDC, as well as other local and federal agencies, to train all of the citizens within each given city. Citizens within these cities will be trained on what to do and how to do in a terrorist attack or threat. The first responders in these cities will give vital guidance and direction, producing thousands of second and third and fourth responders in and around these locations. Now, this is an enormous benefit and very vital for our nation's survival. Many throughout the government and high offices, especially within the Agency of Homeland Security, firmly believe we will suffer another debilitating attack on our nation's soil. The consensus is it is not if it will happen, it's when. And when can be very soon. And right now, 90% of the nation is not prepared. We need your help to build these facilities to get the nation's citizens prepared. We have come to you proposing a joint venture to build these emergency disaster training centers across the nation. Again, we need them in every major city. Some cities are so large they will require 2 or 3 emergency centers to handle larger populations, covering larger land territories within those areas. Now, there are currently approximately over 2,500 cities across the United States. That means to provide basic protection for a high percentage of citizens across the nation, we will need at least 7,000 initial emergency disaster facilities. The approximate cost of each center will be roughly $8.4 million US. Now, as an incentive to have one or more general contractor and various other building corporations involved, we can provide high profit incentives. Various corporations will sponsor these emergency disaster facilities. Corporations such as McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, Google, and other highly profitable organizations to sponsor each and every emergency center. We propose the initial profits for each emergency facility will be $2.1 million US. Of course, that basic profit estimate will rise from the initial estimate of 7,000 facilities across the nation to other allied countries which will certainly come on board. Many nations within Europe, Asia, the Middle East, Latin America, and other allies to the United States will also desire to have emergency disaster facilities throughout their nation their country in every major city. This Progressive Nation Alliance increases our low estimate of 7,000 facilities to perhaps 12 to 20,000 emergency disaster centers worldwide. Still, with our basic profitability estimate of $2.1 million per center. This gives this Watchmen program the project of building emergency disaster facilities, the potential of thousands upon thousands of profitable corporations sponsoring these centers, as well as entire countries climbing on board, subsidizing the cost of these units and increasing the profitability to the builders. Now, the basic specification of each emergency center will be 96 feet by 70, laid out on a flat pavement foundational surface. These offices are portable. They're built side by side as container structures, placed together one by one as a single unit. A building facade is placed around the entire building. A helicopter pad is placed on top of the unit. The portable center will be completely self-sustained. Worldemergency has built a power system called the ESP monolith system, Energy Solar Power. This system will run all of the electrical applications within inside the unit. Water and power units will be placed in the back of each office facility, which again house the local and federal authorities in offices side by side. Satellite communication centers will be set up on each center for all computers to be hooked in and communicate with one center to the other, giving vital information from one center to the other across the nation. And as other centers are built, that communication from one center to the other will extend across the world. Citizens throughout the nation will be trained as first responders, such as doctors and nurses, volunteer their time to train the second, third, and fourth responders with vital emergency skills such as CPR, how to set a splint for broken bones, how to apply a tourniquet, and other basic medical procedures to save their friends and loved ones throughout those areas. Because these centers are portable, no need for outside local power gives each center the flexibility of being gridless, with environmentally friendly designs manufactured throughout the facility. This, of course, will spawn a whole host of facilities: homes, schools, offices, emergency medical units, and government operation response backup offices. For those governmental facilities, such as the Tom Daschle office, when anthrax was discovered within the facility, it became the Tom Daschle Wilderness for almost a year, until the CDC finally cleaned up the deadly poison throughout the office, making it safe, inhabitable for the employees to come back safely and work. The multiple uses for these portable facilities throughout our nation and the rest of the world will simply be enormous. This is why we desperately need your help, needing to set up a joint venture with you to help make our nation safe. Again, it is not if we have another attack, it is when. Please give us a call at your earliest convenience, 888-349-0320. My personal number, 626-224-7481. Of course, you can email us at worldemergency@mail.com. We're looking forward to joining up with you very soon.